Yeah, this is Ray Bang Bang Hill. Please like and subscribe. Years ago, at Winchester prison in the 19th century, they brought out a word called nonce, and it means not on normal courtyard exercise. Yeah, everybody thinks it's a thing like for rapists, for this, that, and the other, but it is really, I suppose, when you think about it. That was what it was called, nonce, not on normal courtyard exercise. It's just a word they made up, and it just said that the person who's banged up in that size, in that cell, doesn't go out in the yard with other people. So they wouldn't. Isn't it funny? So if they're fucking paedophiles or kiddie fillers, that's all there is to put on the card. It's crazy. So all them paedophiles and kiddie fillers and all them sort of people, rapists, that done all them really, really serious bad crimes, was just put on their card. But anybody else that was in for armed robberies and things like that, burglaries and GBHs, that was put on their card. So really, the paedophiles, rapists and them sort of people had the preference of such a silly, stupid saying, nonce. Come on. That's crazy, mate. That's crazy. How could they be allowed that? And yet we got to show everything, because it seems to me that the authority in them days, even nowadays, are very into that sort of thing, because look at the sentences they're giving out for these people. These kiddie fiddlers and all them people that kill kids. Come on, 25, 24, 22, and all them sort of sentences. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. How can they get away with it? But it just seems crazy that someone can go out, right, and rob a bank, rob a security guard, and go get 25 years to 30 years wreck. Someone that goes out and molests a child and makes that child ruined for the rest of his life, like they did me. Even the prison authorities done it to me, in a way, right? They give them silly sentences. 6 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. 20 years for killing a kid. For killing a kid and raping a kid and doing terrible things to a child. They should be hung by the neck, mate. They should be hung by the neck or chucked into a cell with women that had lost their kids that way, and give the women knives or something like that. It's crazy that they can get away with what they got away with, yeah? Come on, it's mad. I mean, how many people out there are going mad about these two who've just got that little bit of sentence for that young kid? Is that crazy? Is that mad? Come on, that is absolutely bonkers. You've got some people in prison that are doing 25, 30 years, 35, 40 year wreck for maybe armed robberies, serious crimes, nicking gold bullion and them sort of things, silver bullion and all that, and getting big sentences. But people that rape someone, molest kids, are getting silly sentences. Something's got to be done. It seems to me that all these judges and the government, something's not right there, mate. Something's not right. Either they're involved in this sort of thing, I don't know. Come on, we don't want to go over the top of this, but it seems mad. Why should, come on. We're going to get money for our wives and our kids. Then people are taking their kids from us, raping, molesting them, yeah? I was put into a home, and I was molested really, really bad by people, grown people. Those people are more like people that I'm talking about now. You know what I mean? It's mad, mate. And it's mad. It just upsets me, you know what I mean? It really upsets me. I mean, I've been in prison a lot of my life, yeah? And I've seen these people, like, really looked after, They get everything, really. They go in prison, they get looked after, they get protected, they get the best of everything. They put exercise, they have their own little exercise yard. When they go to another prison, they give them another ID. They don't put nothing on their cards no more. They don't put nothing on their cards. Not even if you're an armed robber. They don't put nothing on your cards no more, on your sentence. Not even a sentence, really. Come on, it's got to change. You've got to tell people what these people are in for. Come on, if you're in for armed robbery, be armed robber. If you're in for burglary, be armed burglar. If you're in for drugs offenders, be a drug offenders. If you're in for child offences, be a paedophile, mate. Put it on their card. This man is a paedophile. This man is a sex offender. Not make something up. Make something up. It's crazy. Come on, listen. I'm not saying too much more because it gets me a bit upset about this sort of things, yeah. But I'm just on about people that I've met. Really, a lot of people that I met in Chelmsford prison. I was talking about Ronnie Bender. Ronnie Bender, a nice guy. MICKY Green, mate. I used to go to Mickey Green's club years ago, when, I don't know, what, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, and he had a club in Harrow. Yeah, Harrow. I met Jimmy Wilkinson down there, and from the Wembley lot. Bertie Smalls, I met down there. I met all that Wembley lot. They was all down there drinking. I was down there with a guy called Danny Williams, that was been my best pal, and I was down there drinking. Mickey Green was there. What a nice guy, a nice man. You know what I mean? And he was a known drug dealer. You know what I mean? Got plenty of money, Mick. One of the richest drug dealers going. You know, I mean, I liked him, Mick. Proper nice guy. And it's crazy that you can go down a club, meet that person, and 20 years later, 15 years later, you meet him in prison. It's mad. When I see him in Chelmsford prison, I went, hello, Mick, how you going, mate? I think he was doing something like 15 years, something like for drug offences. And he was with my mate Tony Edlin, another guy. Tony Edlin is my mate Rocky Edlin's dad. Rocky's a nice kid, mate. Rocky Edlin's a nice boy. As I say, the dad, Tony, nice guy. Good robber, mate. Another good robber. I'm not quite sure he's involved in the Wembley lot, but he was very, very good at what he did. And Mickey Green, I mean, you go and see Mick. Mick was not a loner. I did see him in when he'd been in the cell playing cards, gambling, lots of money, mate. Gambling, lots of money. You know what I mean? There was gambling, lots of money. I mean, there was a lot in there, a lot of money. You know what I mean? And Mickey Green was one of them. And I think Mickey Green was one of the richest guys in Chelmsford prison, maybe the richest guy in Chelmsford prison. And I like Mick. I did like him. As I say, he was a bit of a loner, but he used to buy big loads of meat of Jimmy Tibbet. Go downstairs and have a right cook up, you know what I mean? I should like see them down there, you know what I mean? Their little pinnies cooking foods. Because it's nice to have a kitchen in a prison, where you can cook your own meals. I mean, come on, it's like, why should you be eating that shit off the hot plate? It ain't too nice. I mean, I worked in a kitchen, mind you. I say that when you work in a kitchen, the food that you serve up is a lot different to the food that you make in the kitchen, really, because once it's made, it's quite nice. It's when they put it in the hot plate. It's in the hot plate for an hour, 2 hours, and then they put it on the wing. By that time, everything goes out of it. It's not very nice, you know what I mean? But I was still on the same thing when I was in there. I was in that yeast, taking little bits of yeast and training. And, I was really getting big again when I was in Chelmsford prison. And I loved my weights. I loved training. One of my best pals in there was a guy called Kenny Beagle. He was doing a life sentence. Kenny Beagle was a very, very powerful man. But he used to do nothing but pressing exercises, behind the neck pressing, front presses. He had the perfect physique, mate. And squats, he could squat phenomenal weights. He had a perfect physique. His shoulders were ripped to pieces. His arms was ripped. Kenny Beagle, mate. I like Ken. Yeah, a nice fella. I met some really, really nice people in Chelmsford. Well, everybody I met in Chelmsford prison was nice. There was a guy in there called Ken English, yeah. I tried to check him out, Ken English. He was supposed to be the Jersey rapist. They killed a lot of women in Jersey. I think he was finishing his sentence off in Chelmsford. Not too many. I think they changed his name, as they do. But he was mucking about with the Ouija board, And, you know, all the time, I went to his cell once, once to see him about something. And his cell was full. I mean, this is before everybody got to know what he was in for. And it all came out after what happened about the Ouija board. Went into his cell and his cell was full of wood. Full of wood. He just used to collect wood. And one of these nutty people who used to collect wood. Any fucking wood, any wood. Just full of wood. How it never caught fire, I don't know. But anyway, I suppose if people knew that he was what he was, they'd have blown his cell up, you know what I mean? Especially Chelmsford prison. And anyway, that's he mucked about the Ouija board, and one morning I was in the kitchen. Being in the kitchen, you don't really get banged up. When anything goes off, you don't get banged up, you know what I mean? You're there to still prepare the meals. Anyway, everyone was banged up, and they was taking him out of his cell. He wedged his cell up, you know, it was on that Ouija board, and they reckon he'd gone. When they pulled him out of the cell, he was pure white. He was pure white. His hair was pure white. He was like a statue. He could hardly walk. It was like a statue. So that karma actually got hold of him. Whatever was on that Ouija board, come out and get hold of him, yeah? And me, Peter Lyons, I think the old man Tibbsy was there, I'm not quite sure. We was in the centre cleaning the hot plate out, and they brought him food, told us to go as we went out to the wing to shut the gate, but the gates is a gate, isn't it? And we could see through it, mate. He was white. His face was white. His hair was pure white, and he had like black hair, you know, pure white. So what did he see? What karma did he get? They get hold of him. They must have come out and, crikey, it was mad. You know, anyway, I mean, I met people in there, mate, was like just unbelievable people in there, mate. I mean, the old man Tibbsy, he was a gentleman. He had hands like bananas, yeah, massive hands. He was in that kitchen and he was in that butcher shop. He would cut up meat. You'd see him cut up steaks. You'd see him cut up pork chops. And he'd just wrap them all up, pull them full, and then Ronnie Bender walk in. He'd give them to Ronnie Bender walk out the back gates. No problem, just pat them down the side, and that's it, gone through. And I used to like to see it, you know what I mean? And they get on the wing, and then they'd give it away or sell it to people. I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Prison, getting your little bit of perks, things you don't want to buy. You get your perks, you get money sent into you, but they didn't need money. There was a lot of other things they need, I suppose, for the kitchen, for the cooking. But Ronnie Malloy, my mate, Silver Bullion, he was another one. Nice geezer, mate. Nice geezer one. Very, he didn't like giving anything. But he was, no one ever found out where they hid all that silver bullion, you know. No one ever found out where they hid that silver bullion. I'm sure. Imagine burying it somewhere, yeah? And you come out, you've got a big block of flats on top of it. Imagine that, eh? God, he was a nice fella, Ronnie Malloy. I mean, some good people. My mate, I had a geezer in there called Peter Lyons. Peter Lyons was a nice geezer, mate, Peter. Me and him was right pals. He was on the coppers. We fell out a couple of times over milk. Peter was in the rugby team with me. He was the prop to me. I was a prop. He was a prop. And sometimes we would change around second rows, but good rugby player, mate. Good Peter, very good. You got that ball, mate, and you couldn't stop him. You couldn't pull him down. He was just too powerful. Very, very powerful man, Peter. And me and Peter used to have cups of tea together, coffee together all the time. And he was a proper con man, Peter. This lady, Peter. When he came out of prison, I was working in Crispin's wine bar. They do, which is what it is, a wine bar and also a cocktail bar, shorts and all that. And he come in to me, Peter, hello mate, how you going, mate? I went, hi Peter, fucking hell mate. He said, I'm sorry that you worked here, how are you? I said, yeah, I'm good mate. I said, what are you up to? He said, well, you know, I've got lots of things going now, I've got lots of wine, I can go load up as much wine as I want and drink. And I said, where's your man want anything? I said, well, I introduced you to him. So I introduced Kenny Edwards to Peter, and they had a good chat. And anyway, Peter said, I'll see you later. He was gone. right? And all of a sudden I see Ken Edwards, he was going out the door as well. Anyway, Ken come back, he went, your fucking mate's turned me over. I said, what? He said, your mate's turned me over, mate. I said, what do you mean? He said, I'll give him a lump of money to go into a shop. He walked in the shop, out the back, gone. He took all my money. I went, mate, why didn't you tell me? Why did you just do what you got to do? Why didn't you tell me you was going to go and do it with him? I'd have come with you. And said not give him no money. Beat him up with the money. Peter, if you're watching my podcast, kiss it back. Fair play to you, mate. Yeah, he's a lad, Peter Lyons, isn't he? But he's a nice fella. Togi, my other mate, yeah. Me and Togi go back long way. I mean, someone cut Togi with a Stanley knife, not in prison, outside on the street, cut him from his ear, right the way round to his lip, opened him up about half an inch thick scar, yeah. I mean, Togi was a nutcase. I mean, you wouldn't want to fall out of him. He couldn't fight. He could not fight. But he was one of them people that if you fell out with, you'd be walking down the landing, mate, and I'm afraid he'd just come back after, and he'd do you with a jug of water with sugar in it. And mate, you don't want to ever be done with a jug of water with sugar in it. It just takes all your skin off, and you can't get it out. It just sticks to you, yeah. It sticks to you, you know. There's a few people that have nearly died over that, yeah. Nearly died with water and sugar water being put over them, yeah, being thrown at them, because it just sticks to you, and it's boiling hot, you know what I mean. And people nearly died, especially when you get it in the face. It just whips you to pieces, you know. And you know, I mean, when you think of it, my mate Togi didn't care. He didn't care. Look, he had a lot of respect in Chelmsford prison because no one would muck about him, because he had a little firm around him. He had about 10 people around him that were all nutters, all the same as him. You know what I mean? I didn't say what he done at me one Christmas. Oh fucking hell. I might have done it on a podcast a long time ago. I don't know. I did. But I don't take drugs. I don't drink. I don't do nothing. All I do is train. I was on crack before I got. This is later on, yeah. But at this time, I don't take drugs or nothing. All I do is a bit of yeast and train. It's Christmas time. Togi's in the toilet. He said to me, "They're in there with this little bronze pipe, and they're fucking on it, mate." I goes in there and have one of them, and no, not me, mate. He said, "Come on, it's nothing. It's only a bit of hash. It'll make you feel a bit light. You can have a laugh and all that game." I said, "You know," he said, "You're going to go on. You're going over to the party. You'll have a laugh with it, mate. Come on, mate. Have a little go for the kids night." Going, okay. So all of a sudden, Togi's got this little packet out and put it on, and this fucking stuff they put on was black, right? Black with white stripes in it, streaks in it, yeah. Put it. Said, "Keep it down, don't let nothing out, keep it down, don't even talk, just keep it down, keep it down, keep it down." So I let it say, "Blow out," right. Then I said, "How you feel?" I went, "Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I feel good, it's nice. Yeah, nice." He said, "One more." I said, No, one more." So done the same thing again. This one's a bit bigger with a white stripe going through it. All of a sudden, it kicked in, mate. You know what I mean? It was opium black, mate. I kicked in. It kicked in. All of a sudden I heard, "Ew! Visit, come on, mate." The visit was for the kids' party. Fucking hell, mate, I was gone. As I walked through, as you go through the centre in Chelmsford Prison, you go past the bell. Luckily, never in that bell, mate. I was in a right bad way. Going past the bell to the gates, through like a corridor. You know, it was a bow shaped like that. Out the gate into the visit room, yeah. So there's about 5 or 6 of us going to this party for the kids. As you're going through the thing, as you're going through this arch thing, a mate of mine's like, all right, mate, but he sounded like he's echoing. I was out of it, mate. I didn't know what was coming and going on in my life. All the fucking heads are fucking spinning and bits are spinning. Got to the visiting room. As I walked in the visiting room, give me a quick rub down, bump, bump. As I walked in the visiting room, I thought, oh, everything's buzzing around the room, going crazy, so everything's spinning, right? I thought, fucking hell, what they give me, man? I can't handle this, mate. I've got to go back to the wing. I can't handle it. All of a sudden, the vicar to me, he went, oh, thank you so much for putting yourself out to come and help us, our children of the day, and all that. I said, see you later. I was fuck off. I actually swore at the vicar, fuck off, you nutcase. Walked out to the screws, said, listen, church, mate, give me a rub down, whatever you want to do, I've got to go back to the wing. I don't feel too good, I come over all funny. And they must have known what something was not right with me, mate. I don't take drugs or nothing. So they took me back to the wing, they put me in my cell, banged the door. Mate, they got Togi banging the door laughing, they got the others banging the door laughing. And in my cell, I used to have 2 big nails, 6-inch nails, weapons, mate. You still got to have them in prison, mate. You still got to have weapons, big 6-inch nails, big razor blades in a what you call it, in a toothbrush. You've got to have these things, mate. You never know when it's going to go off. I had them, but I had to hide them. I had to hide them, mate. I had to hide them. I'd have stabbed myself to death or cut myself to death. I just felt like a lunatic, yeah. I had to hide all them, put them under the thing. Fucking hell, mate. I swear, I was laying in the bed. I had Pink Floyd on. I had Pink Floyd on my record player, because in them days, you had record players. Seriously, you had record players. I had a Pi record players. You had the Philips, you had Sony ones, I had a Pi, yeah. Record players, honestly, you had proper record players, yeah. I mean, all our walls cut down, from the top, cut down, and little pinholes where you could put your plug in, yeah, for your electrics, yeah. Honestly, I'm not joking. I mean, we had it sorted out in there, mate. Everybody in there had a record player, so there's all day, all night long, it was going, like me. And I was in the kitchen, I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're going nuts. Shut that fucking noise down. There's me with Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, all that lot. Playing these records, these records, I'm at my nut, mate. It's going up river. The music is going up river. The room's spinning. Mate, I was glad when it was all over. It was all over by about, 4 or 5 in the morning. I started to calm down. I kept drinking lots of water. Ludlow, Tuggy Ludlow always makes bashing on the door. Crap, water. Driving me fucking nuts. Driving me nuts, mate. I'll tell you. That was the worst feeling in my life. Never again, never again. When I come out, went back to work, yeah. I'll come out, I was a Togi, you're lucky I never killed you, mate. I swear. I was in the right bad, seriously, I was in the right bad way, mate. Like, don't take drugs, mate, don't take drugs. Don't take drugs, oh dear. I've done some mad things in prison, mate. It's crazy things. There was a Soldier Fraser with your eyes on the pillow. My mate upstairs putting a crow in his piss pot. You know what I mean? Mad things, mate. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I've got to go do something. So please like and subscribe, and I'll do on some more. Take care. Bye bye.